Nothing gets the pre-party started like a dazzling self-made mani, but doing an at-home paint job can go from magical to messy real quick. Here to help us master the art of DIY mani is our nail polish obsessed Pinterest interest gal, Christina Deloma. Good morning, good to see you.
Good morning, Suzanne.
You have some great tips when it comes to nailing that mani at home.
Yes, that is totally it. So the mani at home, Pinterest really can help you along with that. So it goes from yeah to whoa. That's what we really want is the whoa factor in a mani. Yes. So our first pin basically is about how to organize our polish and see the shade. So this one is really cool. As you can see on the tops of those little caps, we put on the polish that's on the inside on the top. So as you can see, there's little dots everywhere because how many shades of pink do you own?
Exactly. And I think sometimes what you think in the bottle and when it comes out are two totally different shades.
Definitely, especially depending upon your skin tone, and there's lots of factors. So yes, the shades on the top, it's what it really is.
Let's talk about smooth polish. How do I get smooth polish and not all bubbly and
So
gunky?
are you on team shake or on team roll? Which one?
Shake.
Oh, see, and on Pinterest says team roll. So I'm going to give you this to smooth out the air bubbles. We're going to roll our polish just in our hands just for a little bit, 10 or 15 seconds, and that's supposed to smooth out the air
So what
bubbles.
happens if I shake it?
Shake it apparently does nothing. It just keeps the top at the top and the bottom at the bottom rather than putting it all together.
Oh, okay, so you got to roll.
Roll with it. Roll with it.
All right, when you polish your nails and it comes off in a day, it's so frustrating. How can I get it to stick on longer?
Yeah, so sticking on longer, we're going to bring it right here to the white vinegar. And once you clear your polish with your remover, use just a Q-tip and some white vinegar and just dab that Q-tip right over. And the white vinegar will dry the nail bed so it absorbs better into the nail.
Oh, that's a great tip.
Yeah.
What happens if it starts chipping from the back of my nail?
From the back of the nail, there's a little thing called your cuticle. And when you paint the cuticle...
Always makes you like, ooh, my stomach when I like start...
Yeah, when you paint the cuticle, you create a air bubble-ish thing. So on this pin, it actually suggests that you use some cuticle oil. And just before you start your mani, put some oil on the outside. And then use, of course, your instrument to push your cuticle back as opposed to chipping it.
And cuticle oil, really important. A good investment.
Yeah. Oh, totally. And this is just tea tree oil, which you can use all over the place.
Okay.
Yeah.
And probably a lot less expensive than heading to the salon as well.
It really is.
Let's talk about the base coat. What do I need to do for this, and do I need one?
You definitely need a base coat. It's that sticky factor for what we're doing here. So for the base coat, the trick is you want 1.5 coats. So the pin suggests
Not
right
1
there.
1/4,
Correct.
1.5.
1.5.
Why 1.5? What does that mean?
1.5. So, of course, the end of our nail is going to be the part that chips regularly. So we're going to add a little extra just to the end. And then once that dries, we're going to paint the entire nail. And that will just reinforce the polish and the stickiness.
So you do the tip first and
Correct.
then do the entire nail bed.
Correct. And make sure it dries in between. I just didn't make it, but, you know, do that part too.
It's obvious when I do my nails that I've done them myself because there's polish all around my cuticles, the tips of my fingers. How can I clean that up?
Yes, we need to get away from picking at it after it's dried because that's a no-go. But what you do want to do is pour your nail polish into a small glass and then use a angled makeup brush. And that will give you a crisp, clean line on the outside of your nail in order to clean up that mess.
Do you wait till it's dry, or do you do it when it's still wet? Because then I feel like when it's wet, sometimes it'll smudge, and and it gets like a streaky.
If you've got surgeon hands, you can wait when it's still wet. But if you might be a little crazy with the brush, wait till it's dry just to make sure. You might have to press a little bit harder and do more coats, but it'll get there.
And once I have beautiful nails like yours, all
thanks.
colorful and glamorous, do I need a top coat?
You definitely need a top coat, and all the salon experts on Pinterest, because there are many of them, suggest 1 top coat every other day for a manicure, and if you have a pedicure, 1 top coat
Is that why my
a
manicures aren't used? I should go back home, even if I do it at home or at the salon,
Yes.
do another top coat?
Yes. Once you come home, that next day you should do just a clear top coat. It takes like 2 seconds to do, and every other day keep it up because that'll reinforce the polish from the outside.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Christina, thank you so much.
My
I gotta
pleasure.
get working because my nubs are horrible. I gotta get my nails done. I'm gonna do them at home now.
Perfect. Then I
Thank
can
you
do it.
so much. And gotta say, you really nailed this one. And if you want more easy ways to get the party started with polish, check out the Your Life A to Z Pinterest Interest Boards.